Shalom. First of all, I'd like to give all the praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Baha Racha Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles of the Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim pushing this good news, this gospel, this truth throughout the four corners of the earth, in sincerity and in truth and in honesty, risking their life for Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai's sake. Adon Ratazah, meaning Lord willing. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. And basically, the subject of this lesson is that Christmas is nothing to do with the Bible. It's a pagan tradition, okay? And it all goes back to the Babylonian worship of Semiramis, Tammuz, and Nimrod, okay? And, which was the first king of Babylon, all right? All, it's got nothing to do with the Bible, nothing to do with the birth of the Messiah, all right? Which the Messiah, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he was born around the time of the Passover, all right? Not December the 25th, okay? Semiramis, was the mother and the wife of Nimrod, okay? She was called Ishtar, all right? So here it is, I've got an image, all right, of the pagan origins of Christmas, okay? So it says from 2300 BCE on the 25th of December in Babylon, they celebrated the feast of the son of Isis. The celebration was accompanied by gluttonous eating, drinking, and gift giving, okay? And that's what you see today, all right? Presents all around the tree, okay? Partaking in that Christmas dinner and things like that, all right? It says Isis was the goddess of motherhood, magic, and fertility. Her husband and brethren was Osiris, and their son was Horus, the god of the sun, moon, and the sky. Sorry, but the quality is a bit unclear, or not, not so clear. All right. So it says from 70 CE, December the 17th marked the beginning of Saturnalia, which is a great feast in honor of the Roman god Saturn. The week-long celebration was a time to eat, drink, and be merry. All right. So it's all, you know, it's all done in vanity. All right. And nowadays, you know, when people even celebrate Christmas, all right, they don't even think of God. They don't have God in mind. All right. They're thinking of getting drunk. They're thinking of, you know, appealing to the flesh, pleasing their, fulfilling the lust of the flesh and things like that. All right. Okay. Not reflecting on 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 the Bible, not reflecting on God. Okay. God is it's that's the last thing they're thinking of. All right. So it says from here, Saturn was the god of agriculture, justice and strength, fearing that his child or children would overthrow him. Okay, beat each one upon their birth. All right, or he ate each one upon their birth. All right. So it says from 150 CE, Romans celebrate the festival of the birth of the unconquered sun in honor of the sun god Mithras, who was born December the 25th. It was customary to decorate evergreen trees. Okay, hence the Christmas tree, all right, and use fruits as ornaments to celebrate life. Okay, it says from 313 CE, Emperor Constantine converted to Christianity. He gave the priest money, you know. It's hard to see that in church, I think that says churches, all right. And Christianity has nothing to do with the Bible whatsoever. Okay. So without further ado, we can get certain scriptures. All right. Let's get the book of Deuteronomy. We can get Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 26, and it reads, "Neither, straight to the point, neither shall you bring an abomination into your house, unless you be cursed, unless it be, lest thou be a cursed thing like it. but you shall utterly detest it, and you shall utterly abhor it, for it is a cursed thing. Okay, you know that's going into these idols and these false philosophies, all right, that people hold on to, all right. And right now, especially this case, the Christmas tree and Christmas itself, okay, and partaking in that and bringing in, the Christmas tree into your house, man. That's bringing upon your evil spirits into your home, okay, because you're embracing idols, all right. You're taking on that custom, okay. Another thing I want to talk about is the origins of Krampus, okay. And basically, Krampus, in Central European popular legend, is a half goat, half demon monster that punishes misbehaving children at Christmas time. He's a devilish companion of Saint Nicholas. Krampus is believed to have originated in Germany, and his name derives from the German word Krampen, which means claw. Okay, so this folly there, man, it's all in wickedness. Okay, all wickedness. You know, it's all satanic. All right. Here it is. You got this, fat Caucasian man climbing down your chimney to drop off presents called Santa. And the funny thing is, when you rearrange the letters in that name, you get Satan, you know? And whether these people realize it or not, man, especially the majority of our people, so called Negroes, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians, right, West Indians and Haitians, and the Israelite foreign and speckled bird, man, alright? These heathens, whether they realize it or not, man, you know, they're worshipping the devil, right? And then they get all their children involved in it, alright? Telling them lies, okay? Instead of giving them a strong foundation within the scriptures, they tell them that Santa's real from the beginning, okay? And when they find out they're not, then, you know, children get upset, okay? They have them sit on Santa's lap, okay? Whilst all along, it's the parents that put, the presents under the tree and things like that, alright? Going broke, spending all that money, alright? Just to put gifts under the tree, okay? And then when it comes to the so-called New Year, then they're out of money, alright? And Prophet Jeremiah was literally, you know, in the Babylonian captivity. You know, he was around that time. Okay. When with Nimrod, man, on each anniversary of his birth, man, Nimrod would visit the evergreen tree and leave gifts upon it. Okay, and that's what the people are doing today. All right. And in around the years 1647 to 1660, Christmas was actually outlawed in the British Isles, man. Right, the festive season was banned in 1647, but it wasn't just England. You know Christmas was banned in. All right, it was banned, in Wales as well at that time, and Scotland and Ireland. All right, let's get Jeremiah chapter 10. We'll start from the top. Okay, hear you the word which Yahweh speaks unto you, O house of Israel. Right, the nation of Israel. All right, the 12 tribes, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians. All right, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh: Learn not the way of the heathen, right? Because it's a heathen custom. All right, Christmas, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. All right. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman, with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. And now, modern day people, in these modern times they get, you know, those artificial trees and things like that, and have that in their homes. All right. And the Christian church, man, they're all involved in this. Okay, and they push it heavy. They endorse it. You know, decking it with tinsel and holly, which goes back to Hollywood, which is what witches and warlocks used. Okay, you see, and we're called to be separate from this world, man. Holy, Kodash in the Hebrew. All right, we have our own high holidays. All right, Feast of Tabernacles, Feast of Dedication, Hanukkah, Passover. All right, we ain't supposed to be caught up in this whatsoever. Okay, Colossians chapter 2 verse 8. It reads, "Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, and after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach." That's right, man. You know, and Esau, he pushes, Christmas heavy upon the world, man, to the point where you got Moabites, so-called Chinese, Ammonites, so-called Japanese, into that festive spirit. All these other nations partaking in it, and they've got their own false gods that they serve. But Christmas has become so universal, all right? And really, it's more commercialized now and things like that. Okay. Mark chapter 7, verse 6. He answered and said unto them, Well hath Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites, as it's written, This people honour me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. For laying aside the commandment of God, you hold the tradition of men, as the washing of pots and cups, and many other such things like you do. Okay? And, our people, man, they really, a lot of them really do believe that they're serving the Lord, man. Okay? And they're far from it. Alright? But tell them about the high holidays, they'll laugh at you, mock you, wouldn't want anything to do with it. Okay? You know? There's plenty of research out on the origins of Christmas, man. Okay, and the history of it. Okay, because at one point it was banned in the 13 colonies in America. Okay. Amos chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Okay. And this is something the Lord despises, man. The Lord hates certain things, and this is one of them. Okay. Alright. So, yep. Now, even though obviously Christmas is over, that Christmas spirit is still around. Right? Completely wicked. There's plenty more, precepts that could be brought out. You know. But yep. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.